10 reasons not to move to Florida. Florida is a great place to visit, but it might not be the best place for you to move. From its scorching hot summers and hurricanes that seem like they never end, there's a lot of reasons why living in Florida may not be the right choice for everyone. If you're considering making the move down south, here are 10 reasons why Florida may not be your ideal destination after all. From high taxes and insurance costs to dangerous wildlife lurking around every corner, these 10 points will make sure you have an informed decision before packing up your things and heading out. 10. Bugs and pests. Florida is known for its bugs and pests. From mosquitoes, fire ants, roaches and spiders to termites and other wildlife, it can be difficult to find a place without them. Florida's warm climate makes it an ideal breeding ground for these unwanted critters. With humid summers that are perfect for insect reproduction, the problem of insects in Florida can become overwhelming quickly if not properly managed. 9. Dependence on having a car. Living in Florida requires a car. Public transport is inadequate and unreliable, so having your own vehicle is essential for daily life. The state also has low population density outside of the major cities, meaning that you will likely have to drive long distances to get from one place to another. In addition, many areas are not pedestrian-friendly due to their lack of sidewalks and other infrastructure features which encourage walking or cycling. This makes it difficult for those who don't have access to a car or prefer not to use one on a regular basis. Additionally, traffic can be very congested during rush hour times in some parts of the state, making it even more important for people living there to plan ahead when traveling by road. 8. Presence of wild animals. Florida is home to a variety of wild animals, including alligators, panthers, and pythons, which can be found in both rural and urban areas. While some people find it exciting to be in close proximity to these animals, others may find it unsettling or even dangerous. Alligators in particular are a common sight in many bodies of water in Florida, and encounters with them can be dangerous if not handled properly. Pythons, which are an invasive species in Florida, have been known to prey on local wildlife and can be a threat to small pets. Additionally, Florida's warm climate can be attractive to various other pests such as mosquitoes, which can carry diseases. While the presence of wild animals can be a unique and interesting aspect of Florida, it is important to be aware of potential risks and take necessary precautions. 7. Power outages. Florida is notorious for its power outages. With strong winds, hurricanes, and tropical storms, Florida is especially vulnerable to power loss. Extreme weather can cause major electrical shortages that last days or even weeks. In some cases, entire cities may be without electricity for extended periods of time due to downed power lines or other infrastructure damage caused by the storm. This can lead to a lack of access to fresh food and water, as well as air conditioning in hot summer months, both of which are essential for comfortable living in Florida's climate. If you're considering moving there, it would be wise to plan ahead with ways to keep your family safe during these times, such as having backup generators on hand and stocking up on supplies should you need them. 6. Red tide. Red tide is a natural phenomenon that has been occurring for centuries, but it has become a serious problem in recent years in Florida. The red tide is caused by a type of algae that releases toxins into the water, killing marine life and making it difficult to breathe for humans who live close to the coast. This can have a devastating impact on the local economy, as tourists stay away and businesses that rely on the sea struggle to survive. In addition, the red tide can lead to health problems such as respiratory issues and skin irritation. While the red tide is not always present in Florida, it is becoming more common due to factors such as climate change and pollution. For those considering a move to Florida, the threat of red tide is a serious concern that should not be overlooked. 5. Poor services. Florida is known for its beautiful beaches and warm climate, but it also has some drawbacks. One of the biggest issues with Florida is poor services. The infrastructure in many parts of the state is outdated and inadequate, leading to regular power outages during storms or other natural disasters. Additionally, public transportation in Florida can be unreliable. Buses often run late or don't show up at all, while train service between cities is limited. Furthermore, healthcare services are not always accessible. There are fewer hospitals per capita than most states, and medical care can be expensive due to lack of competition among providers. Finally, internet speeds in some areas can be slow due to a lack of investment in modern technology by local governments. All these factors make it difficult for people who need reliable access to basic services like electricity and transportation when they move to Florida. 4. Vacationers everywhere. Florida is a top vacation destination for people all over the world, which means that during certain times of the year, the state can be overrun with tourists. From the crowded beaches to the long lines at amusement parks and restaurants, it can be hard to escape the crowds. This not only creates inconvenience for residents but can also lead to increased traffic and longer commute times. The state is particularly busy during the winter months when snowbirds, people from northern states who come down to escape the cold, flock to the state, making it difficult for locals to enjoy their own neighborhoods and favorite hangouts. Furthermore, the influx of tourists can also drive up prices for goods and services, making it more expensive for locals to live and operate their businesses. 3. High property insurance rates due to hurricanes. Property insurance rates in Florida are notoriously high due to the threat of hurricanes. The state has been hit with some of the worst storms in recent memory, and these events have caused significant damage to homes and businesses across the region. Insurance companies take this into account when calculating premiums, so Floridians can expect their property insurance bills to be significantly higher than those living in other parts of the country. Furthermore, home insurance policies often come with special deductibles for hurricane-related damages that may not apply elsewhere. All things considered, unless you're prepared for a hefty bill each month or plan on taking extra steps to protect your property from potential storm damage, you may want to consider another locale for your relocation plans. 2. Construction everywhere. Living in Florida can be challenging due to the near-constant construction projects. Everywhere you go, there is a building being erected or road work taking place. This never-ending cycle of construction can be extremely disruptive and make it difficult to get around town. The noise from the machines and workers is relentless, not to mention that traffic delays are common when roads are closed for repair. Not only does this affect your daily commute, but also makes it hard to plan trips or outings with friends and family, as routes may change without notice. Additionally, these ongoing projects often lead to higher bills for utilities like water and electricity as new infrastructure needs to be installed for larger populations moving into the area. For all these reasons, living in Florida can prove quite frustrating if you are not used to the constant construction. 1. Hot climate. Florida's hot and humid climate can be a significant challenge for some people, particularly those not accustomed to such weather. The summer months can be unbearably hot and humid, making it difficult to enjoy outdoor activities. Heat-related illnesses are also a significant concern, particularly for those who spend a lot of time outside or don't stay hydrated. Air conditioning is a necessity in Florida, and the cost of electricity can be high due to the constant use of AC. Additionally, the heat can exacerbate other issues such as allergies and asthma, making it a challenging environment for people with respiratory problems. If you are considering moving to Florida, it's important to be aware of the hot and humid climate and make sure that you are prepared to cope with it. Conclusion. Overall, Florida may be a great place to visit for many reasons, but it is certainly not the best option for everyone. There are various factors that should be taken into consideration before deciding whether or not to move to Florida. It's important to consider all of these potential issues and weigh them against the benefits of living in this state before making your decision. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, and turn on the notification bell.